What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Fanboys at Large. I know you missed us. We've been gone for a whole week. My name is Jose Gomez, and I'm here with a Don Juan Isaac. What's up?
I have no clue what that was. What up, my guy?
Nothing much, man. A lot of talk, a lot of comic talk, and we've been missing it.
Let all these other podcasts catch up.
That's true. Let them catch up to us. But the one thing that we definitely want to talk about is this Deadpool trailer. So after Comic Con, right? They released a Deadpool trailer, but all we saw was the leaked footage off like the bootleg camera angle with the guy that stood in the middle.
Yeah, but still, I think they should have like an award for those people. But still, yeah, it was shitty.
It was shitty, and it was also a little bit different from the trailers that we're about to discuss. But just to give a little history about this, this movie that almost it feels like it came out of nowhere, because during last year's Comic Con, it was nowhere to be seen. This movie was canceled, rumored, buried, almost gonna happen, and then Ryan Reynolds leaked the CGI test footage.
Which they're saying that it. Wait, they're saying it was him that leaked it.
That's what he's saying. He when he was at the panel, he's like, someone mysteriously leaked it out there.
Okay, but I guess it worked for them.
Yeah, I
Right?
mean, it worked for them, and more importantly, it's kind of strange because I remember the first controversy about this movie was it was going to be PG-13, right? And then they quickly made it a hard R.
Yeah, nobody wants to see like Deadpool's games are not even kid friendly.
I know. I mean, it's funny because Deadpool has appeared on like the new Spider-Man cartoons, but yeah, I mean, it's just the right way to introduce Deadpool into your Fox cinematic universe, I want to say. You know what's funny? Also, I was reading the headlines, right? Because it was blowing up my Facebook feed and it was trending. Like
Yeah.
Marvel's first rated R movie, Marvel's hard hitting. I'm like, oh. So yeah, it has that Marvel's like possession.
Every time I see Fantastic Four, Deadpool, or X-Men, or at one time Spider-Man 2, uh, and I see the beginning that Marvel logo pops up even in their trailers, I always feel bad for Marvel. Not for their money, but for the simple fact is like, I don't know, it's eerie. Like someone's playing with your baby.
And yeah, and people don't know. Coworkers come up to me and they say, "Oh, you think Iron Man or Captain America are gonna be in there?" And that's when you got to put the hand on the shoulder and look down and take a deep breath and explain to them the technical side of the contracts.
Yeah, you see, those contracts may hurt some aspects that the Deadpool movie could have like really had fun with, because now you're closing off the Deadpool universe to just X-Men and mutants who there's no other superheroes but them in that world.
I know, but if anybody will make a joke about it, it would be this movie.
Or the Fantastic Four may be a part of this world. We don't know yet.
We don't know. Those are other rumors that have been being hinted at and teased at. And before we get into this, I know tomorrow Fantastic Four drops, and 20% Ryan on Rotten Tomatoes so far.
Basically, it's cocky.
I try not to watch no more of the footage. They released a 4-minute trailer that actually had a cameo with Deadpool at the end. It had a trailer. So this was the trailer to the trailer, and it had Deadpool sitting in his couch with the pipe.
And what he's doing?
He's like, for the price, you get to see my trailer too if you go see Fantastic Four, and it was just a cool little moment. It was like one of those old school, like the lights are off and all you see is a silhouette.
Yeah.
He's telling the fans that they see Fantastic Four, they're gonna see the new trailer.
Oh my god. I didn't want to go into the Fantastic Four. Even though we could kind of combine them. I mean, this is like a Fox family affair.
Yeah, we could combine them. Why not? It's relevant, and it's just it's a mixed review. I got like some pre-screening reviews I read. I try not to read too much because I hate when it's hard to review a movie without spoilers. So I read that it's not terrible. It's definitely not good. So I think it's gonna fall somewhere in the C range for us.
Yeah, I think I also read that I think the more or the second time you watch it, something like that, it's like it gets worse.
Imagine. I hope that's not the case, but we'll see. I'll see it tomorrow. You have any plans on
And
seeing it?
yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out. I don't know if I'm gonna see it exactly on what's that, Friday, right?
Friday drops,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I don't know if I'm going to see it exactly that day, but I'll see it sometime before Sunday, so we could definitely cover that. But I definitely do think putting, how can I say it, making four people kids at that now, or like teenagers or whatever, so much you can have fun with this, and it's like they try so hard to make a dark movie out of like a fun, really goofy, corny, like superheroes. And Marvel does a good job of making them official, but you could definitely see why Marvel should be putting their hands up the puppet's ass, and they should be playing with their own puppets, not just any old body, because look what happens.
I know it almost feels like this is the DC version of a Marvel movie with the dark camera angles and the seriousness.
Yeah, it's just it don't fit. I mean, it fits in the sense of I guess the sci-fi aspect of it or whatever, but I don't think it just looks like Christopher Nolan did this, or Christopher Nolan's Ricky Ritardo brother.
If I was, I mean, this is the dude that directed Chronicles, which was one of those first person. What is it, like Cloverfield, like one of those first person superhero we're getting powers type thing.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, that was a real iffy. Like, I could be honest with you, besides them floating in the sky and the Green Goblin getting mad in there, I don't really remember that movie. And the
Yeah,
teddy bear in the store, like that. That's it.
that's what you remember.
I don't remember that much of that movie. That movie's not like, I think I may have forgot about that movie a week after I saw that movie. It's one of those type of movies.
I hear you, but either way, I still think it's gonna be the most intriguing and probably the most talked about movie this summer. At least for us, the fanboys. I think we're gonna have a blast reviewing it. So look
Yeah.
out for that episode.
And I find it weird that they will set up like somebody like that, like a crew like that, and then want to merge them with the X-Men. That doesn't really feel like that tempo of the Fantastic Fours. And then to think that this fun looking Deadpool movie is involved in the same universe is like, Fox, man. Go to the dictionary and look at cohesive.
Yo, it's funny because this Fantastic Four, like you said, is just so different, so out there. It does feel like its own timeline. And then Days of Future Past, they're still in the 80s though, right? And this is 2000s.
Yeah, so Colossus would be definitely younger than all of them.
Yeah, and it's just weird because we haven't met the new older Cyclops. We only know like was it James Madison? We only
Yeah,
we don't,
I'm confused with the X-Men universe period because of that type of stuff. So is Deadpool, all right, Deadpool from the Wolverine movie,
we
which is
don't even
Baraka.
we don't even know if that's gonna be a joke or if that's even gonna be in continuity.
I think wouldn't Days of Future Past change that timeline? So then maybe this is why we get this Deadpool.
It could be, yeah, cancel it out because Wolverine gets taken by Mystique and then the Weapon X project starts.
Right, everything would change. That's what I'm saying. So um if they don't mention it, I would assume it's because they feel like, hey, this is a part of the X-Men universe, like this got revamped too.
Right.
Because
Got you.
Wolverine and Deadpool already cross paths in the movie, so there's no way they can avoid it. And not only did they cross paths in the movie, it's not like it's Deadpool, it's Ryan Reynolds crossed paths with Hugh Jackman, so it's like there's no way to go around that. It's the same actor, so it's like they could use it and just say, a press conference or something like, yeah, no, it is the same Deadpool, that's him. It's just, when we, Days of Future Past, when they did that, the timeline change, Deadpool's timeline was affected too.
Yeah, essentially that whole world got, well, up to that point was reset.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know.
Well, let's go into the trailer and see if we could put together some predictions, some yays, some nays, and some boos.
Okay.
I feel because I almost feel like when this trailer first came out, there's a lot of beer goggles, and some things need to be examined and questioned. I know Deadpool's such a fan favorite, and I really like him too. But there's some things as a movie we gotta say, what's going on here.
Yeah, I think everybody can agree last summer when we got the CGI version of like this repeatedly worn out highway scene that I'm so tired of seeing. I really wish that someone would have told them like, yo, for these one of these trailers, don't you think it would be cool if we just like settled on a different scene, like a predominant scene? Because I know the trailers usually is something in that nature. So I'm like, why do they keep picking this highway scene? Like it's cool, but it's not that fucking cool. Like,
I think they're pretending that that footage never leaked, and thousands and millions of people haven't seen that test footage already.
oh my
Like it,
god.
it must have been only 5 people that saw this trailer. It's okay, we can show it.
People saw that trailer that don't even know nothing about Deadpool
I
because if
know.
you saw that CGI thing, you had to be an asshole to think that wasn't cool. You know what I mean? Like it looked like if people didn't know, I would assume that was like an ill video game coming out. Like, oh, who's this fucking awesome ninja?
And which he did have a cool video game come out, which is really good.
Yeah, well, he if anybody should have fun games would be him.
Yeah, definitely.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. So let's go right into the Green Band trailer first, because while, first a Red Band, I don't know if the listeners are hearing this and don't know what we're talking about. Red Band trailer is a trailer that's meant for audiences 18 and up. And a Green Band trailer, as it says in the title, is approved for audiences of all ages.
So basically, the Red Band trailer, you have to get your permission slip signed to see that. And the Green Band trailer, you could pretty much have your pocket protector on.
It's the one that you run to school and get made fun of for saying, "Yeah, I saw that one," and everyone saw the Red Band trailer.
I saw that one in the end. He says he's so excited. What he says in the end in the Green Band trailer, instead of "I want to touch myself."
Oh, he goes, "I'm so turned on right now."
Oh my god! Yeah, I'm curious. If we never got the Red Band trailer, and this was the initial trailer, did we get? Would people still be like straight like going down on this movie?
Yeah, I think they will still be going out on it, but I think the Red Band really pushes that R to remind people that it's not PG-13. And I think it takes it a little overboard sometimes with the cursing and the profanity.
Well, the T.J. Miller stuff, that's his name, right?
Yeah,
I think in a movie that may play out good, and I hate when they do that because that could be one of those scenes in the movie where you're like, I love this guy. Look how funny he is. He's called his face a Utah, whatever the Utah map of somebody's balls. Like you would have just thought he was funny because of the raunchiness. It would have been like random because you're expecting it from probably Ryan Reynolds in the movie, so it probably would have been refreshing. But then you showed in the trailer, like, no, even in the Green Band trailer, Jesus, guys, leave it alone. Like, no.
but it's one of those things when you see it in a movie, is it still going to be funny, or is all people going to forget they saw it in a trailer and start chuckling?
Oh man, what was it that kept getting shown in the trailer in the Ant-Man movie that I was so mad?
To throw a punch.
Oh man, it was something else. It's something he says. I think when
Oh, the name change. My name's Ant-Man.
it's the scene. It's like a scene when he's with Douglas
Uh-huh.
when he's first telling him, "Oh, about to steal shit." Like, "Oh, I'm not
Oh,
breaking
yeah.
anything no more." And then he's like, I need you to break in and steal shit." I
Yeah.
laughed, and even in the movie theater, like it still, I don't know, it still got me. But I think it's just because those are just two great actors. Not saying that Ryan Reynolds and T.J. Miller isn't, but they're definitely not those guys.
Right, they're definitely not. But they have a lot of good chemistry. In Comic Con, they had some good laughs, and Chris Hardwick had a good time with T.J. Miller. But we'll get more into Weasel in a minute. Let's go right into the Green Band trailer and the opening scenes. So guess what? We get an origin.
One movie I didn't really care to see in origin. Just this is
Yeah,
just a poor excuse to show Ryan Reynolds.
yeah. You got to show his face before he turns into what, the nutsack with teeth.
Basically, I mean, I'm gonna give I'm gonna give them a little dap for the fact that you're putting like one of the like I don't think it's no secret girls find Ryan Reynolds hot, right? Like one of the hottest actors under a mask. Then you're putting prosthetics over his face under a mask. Not saying that he's wearing both at the same time, but it's still like you're constantly covering this guy. So I was expecting to see him normal at some point. Basically, is what I'm getting at.
No, definitely. That's what we get in the intro. We get. It turns out that Wade Wilson. Did I say that right? Yeah, Wade Wilson. I always got confused with Wade Ilson, our one of our fans that participates. But
Oh, that blasted Wade Wilson!
we get Wade Wilson. He has cancer all over his body, basically terminal cancer. So he's out of options, right?
He's out of options, but I'm gonna tell you, he's doing pretty good because his girlfriend in the movie is smoking.
And yeah, I mean, this guy has I don't know much about cancer, but he doesn't look like he's at the end of his ropes yet, I want to say. And we got a scene of him going into a club where he gets a mysterious offer in a club from this guy, which I don't know who he is, but he offers him a chance to have powers. And this is the part that I cringed at, and make him a superhero. He used that word.
Oh, I hate that fucking word.
That was such a weird thing because let's get a little technical here, Isaac, because Deadpool was a villain when he first came. And
man. And I'm a little disappointed in that. Maybe they feel like, listen, we gave you a super villain, Baraka, Deadpool. You guys hated it. Fuck you. This is the Deadpool you guys are getting, the superhero. Listen, man, there's only a few movies that superheroes should be allowed in, and that's Defender, and Kick-Ass. What's the other one?
Super.
Maybe Watchmen because of the tone of what was going on at that time, and it's so fucking like bugged out, that world that they created. So it's kind of like they can do that,
right?
But I don't really think that word is necessary. I think hero is good enough. Like you would be a hero. I just
find it weird that that's what he mentioned. I don't know. You know, it's a trailer, so it could be a stupid line like, "I killed thousands of people for money. I'm far from a superhero." It could totally negate that one comment in a trailer, but I'm just talking for in a trailer. I just found it a little weird.
It was almost like they wanted to tell the audience, "Hey, we know he has swords. We know he has guns. We know he has a ninja mask. And we know he's making a lot of jokes and killing people. So we have to remind them that he's a superhero."
Yeah, because how many superheroes do we know? Even Punisher is known as a vigilante. Like, I don't know any real superheroes that really kill and not have a bad rep.
Quick question, side question. Do you think that this movie should have had a second title, The Merc with a Mouth, or you think that should be their part 2?
I think that should be their part 2.
Yeah, and I really hope they emphasize Merc.
I would love it. I don't see why not. I mean, they're calling on. I mean, DC is actually doing it. They're calling it Suicide Squad, so I don't think Merc.
No, but it's not even. It's not the word. I think most people won't even know what Merc means. But I'm just saying, the fact that you called him a superhero in the last movie, and then it's like he's basically a mercenary. Like,
yeah.
So it's just weird because I feel like they take away from him when they say that word in the trailer. Like as soon as I heard that word in the trailer, I felt like I was on a hill. Like driving in a hill, and then you get that little gravity thing that happens to your ball sack.
Yeah, like a roller coaster.
Yeah, where you kind of feel it like in between your belly button and your pubes. That area. That's what I was like. Well, did he just say superhero in the Deadpool Red Band trailer?
Yeah.
No. You fanboys need to get off your knees for a little bit and open your ears and figure out and see that is a no.
That's a big no. Another strange thing in this trailer was the Weapon X program in general. We don't know how many tests they do on here, but this is just speculation. But the one experiment when they dump your head into water, that sounds very scientific.
Well, he's bobbing for claws. I don't know.
He's bobbing for superpowers.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. This looks like the notable test that Robert De Niro put Ben Stiller through and meet the parents.
Listen, you little fucker. Yeah, that's what it looks like. And then they had the head strap down scene, and of course, they talk about his amazing abilities, but the one thing they can't fix is his sense of humor. And I don't know, I didn't know Ajax and Angel Dust were scientists and doctors, so I didn't know they would be the ones like. I don't know if this is like before the experiment started, and they're just like trying to break him to see if he's even physically capable. I really don't understand the point of these things.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the Weapon X, like, and like what would really happen. But I remember seeing the Wolverine movies. I mean, but he was getting injected with the adamantium, so it's a little different.
Yeah, I expected to see a lot of test tubes.
Yeah, kind of. Then he would have looked like an octopus avocado. I don't know, but I agree with you. And we're not shitting on it. We're just saying that we don't
No.
get what's going on. Is it like test to see, like what they said, his durability, to see where he's at, like physical health, like the tying to the bed with the neck strap thing. Maybe that's the final thing, and maybe that's when he gets left with less mad Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, that. What do you thought about that joke? I thought that was like a 1999 heavy hitting joke.
Well, see, this is the thing, right? You're definitely right. Rosie O'Donnell, I don't even think she's on The View anymore. Like,
When was last time she was relevant? When she did Flintstones?
nah, when I mean, she was doing The View for a little while.
Uh huh.
I know, guys, because my mother watches The View, not because I
You
do.
don't
But I do.
DVR it?
No, once in a while, I sit down and watch it. I have a thing for Rosie Perez's voice, but um, Rosie O'Donnell, yeah, but I do think that it works kind of for Deadpool because he kind of pulls like from pop culture all over the place.
Yeah,
So he's like kind of like a walking, talking Family Guy episode.
that's true. I didn't even think of that. And people love that shit.
They
And
love
and
it.
that's actually one of the things I hate. Like I hate random pop culture references, and I know they're gonna be in this trailer
Oh yeah, they have
and the
to.
movie.
They have to.
But you know what the problem is with the pop culture is that they're funny now, and then I show this movie to someone 20 years now, and they're like, who? What? I don't get these references."
Yeah, it's like watching The Breakfast Club had they used a lot of references from that era, and then expecting that movie to still uphold
Well,
like
that's
it
a perfect
does.
example of Family Guy. Like if you're watching Family Guy and you don't know where the reference from that joke is, you might sit there for a good minute not laughing.
Yeah, that's why I'm more of a Simpsons guy. I would much rather do them because of that. You know what I mean? Even though it does work for him at times, Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a risky thing that they're doing here. But with Deadpool, obviously Loki didn't give him the ability to break the fourth wall in this movie because there is no Loki or Asgard or MCU as of now.
Is is there any X Men who could kind of like substitute that, like instead of Loki doing that, like maybe an X-Men villain or somebody could have done that to him,
I don't, not off the top of my head that I know of. I mean,
right?
it seems like Apocalypse has every single power in the book. This is or Mister Sinister. It could have been anybody, but we'll just take it that he's crazy for now.
Yeah. I did like to see Gina in there, who everybody um really wanted to be there, Wonder Woman at one point, which was it's like this weird thing sometimes in Hollywood with certain people. It's like they want her to be Wonder Woman. It's almost like certain people are like really going for this, and then she plays somebody that no one knows.
I know what a dip, Angel Dust.
Yeah, it's like I know she's she's the ex UFC fighter, and uh, like she's trying to
She was in Haywire. She was in Fast and Furious
right, and she's trying to
6, I think.
grow. So I don't know if her agents was like, "This is a good move. This is Ryan Reynolds," but I don't. I'm almost guessing that she will die in this movie.
And she's like, they brought her the script like, we have this amazing character, is just as good as Wonder Woman. Her name is Angel Dust.
Mm, that's pretty crazy.
You know
I
the
don't know.
producers, but
I mean, but I do agree with you. I do think that I'm almost sure that if you some point in your life, if I'm pretty sure that Rosie O'Donnell shit went over people's heads.
Yeah, I think it did.
But I hope we get a lot of it when he's in the mask, and I hope it makes sense. Like it's, like I really like the randomness, so I hope it does play out.
Well, let's talk about the next scene, your favorite scene, how it plays out, because it's a lot different from the CGI trailer. Because in the CGI trailer that came out, he kind of introduces himself first, and the whole line about the red costume, he says why he's waiting on the bridge in that scene. But when they shot it here in this live action, he's more of just, you know, listening to his music.
Yeah, which I honestly like a little better because they use salt and pepper.
Yeah, and the original one was Gwen Stefani.
Yeah. So whoever doesn't know who Salt and Pepper is, that's like official 90s, early 90s hip hop. So you better know. If you don't know, you need to know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Google
I
that.
think it worked out. I think it worked out pretty good, believe it or not, because that song is about talking about sexual acts. But it doesn't really match with that. But it does. Somehow they did it good. I actually like it better than the Gwen Stefani.
I actually enjoyed the Gwen Stefani. I
You
just thought
did?
I think it was because I liked when he was singing it. He was singing the lyrics to Banana. Yes,
I
and
don't know. It's just I like when he does the little ass smack thing, and
okay.
I that beat, that boom bap beat. I don't know. It
When
kind
he
of
did that little DJ scratching.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. They're both good. I enjoyed both. It's one of our favorite things. I enjoy seeing concept art and comparing it to what actually turned out to be because I'm a fan of the creative process. So for me as a fan, it was just a treat to get to see that scene and then see the actual scene play out. So one major difference in this scene right here, it's obviously the lack of violence, right? But we get to see him actually break the fourth wall in this trailer, telling him to hit the music.
Hello.
You there?
You hear me?
Yeah.
All right, I'm here.
You back?
I'm back from the future.
How's the movie?
It's pretty good. Not as good as everyone says it is, but it's pretty good. Pretty fun. So yeah, but I do think that that line should have been in the Red Band trailer just because it is Deadpool. That line is screaming Deadpool. Cue my music.
Yeah.
He's like a fucking ninja Zach Morris talking to the camera. Like you need to do that. I thought they should have had a little more of that in the trailer. Period.
Yeah, I thought so too. But here we also get some of the Colossus scene, and we get to see some of the scenes where him in the apartment with the old lady with the glasses,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
she has a totally different line here, telling him he's being a douche. That's the clean version, believe it or not.
yeah. A douchebag. So
Yeah,
that's pretty weird. I do have to say though, even though it's real quick, seeing Ryan Reynolds with his face all messed up and then no mask in the suit with the sandals, like the
yeah,
slippers, awesome.
yeah. I enjoyed that too. It was nice, and I think that makes it funnier when you start seeing him with the red costume with his deformed face
Yeah, man.
because he spends a lot of time there. There's a scene right here. I don't know if you're watching trailer, Isaac, but it's at 1 minute and 56 seconds where he's fighting Ajax, and there's someone in a test tube in the background. So I really
Ooh,
wonder who that is.
I didn't catch that.
Is at 1 minute and 56 seconds, but it's probably a secret weapon that Ajax and Angel Dust is working on. I would imagine maybe they're not the main villains because I remember we were speaking and we're like, oh, we don't really like these villains.
No, you got the guy who's the new Hitman for the Hitman movies, which looks like Basuda.
And you got
Um,
dry ass Gina Carano.
Yeah, I don't know how this, I hate villains with accents. Anybody who has an accent, please don't be a villain. It's not gonna look good on you. Pick a different profession. Be like a narrator for like the History Channel or something.
Yeah,
switch it
that's
up.
true.
But
It's a little played out trope, right?
yeah, I just once I seen him like, oh, you can't change the sense of humor. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh God, give this guy a bomb. And where's Bruce Willis? This is like a Die Hard movie. Like, why? Like, out of all the villains in X Men, not saying give him Apocalypse or somebody, but you know.
Give him someone a little more recognizable.
But you may be right. It may be somebody in a tube. How cool would it be if nothing really comes out that tube and it's for smart viewers and it's actually Ryan Reynolds from that Wolverine movie floating in there and
I
they used him as a clone?
I think they have to do that. I really wish that was the final finale.
Wouldn't that be awesome if he fights that?
I would absolutely love that.
Because they would have the permission to do that.
Of course, they don't have to ask nobody, and even having Deadpool obviously make the jokes and having the someone on that level and that skill with the eye beams and teleporting and all those powers would be fun to watch.
It would be. And even if, let's say, he's just floating there and nothing, and it's just like during the fight, it's like one of those things where he looks at the camera and he looks at that Deadpool and he makes a joke about it.
Or even even then, or how sick would it be if it's Wolverine
They would be genius if it was Wolverine.
and maybe he sets Wolverine free, but that wouldn't be the case. I don't think. It could be anybody, to be honest, but I hope it's someone recognizable, or maybe it's nobody, and we're just pushing our creativity here.
It could be Walt Disney.
It could. It could. He comes back in the Weapon X project.
Yes, it could be Walt Disney.
Never know. But and then we got a little more of the back and forth with Weasel and Ryan Reynolds. So it's a clean version of it. You know, your face is haunting, that line right there.
Yeah.
So I think the best part about the Green Band trailer was definitely breaking the fourth wall was something that the Red Band trailer needed.
Yeah.
And I know a scene that could replace it, but I'll mention it when we talk about the Red Band trailer. I think the best part of this trailer is at the end when the voiceover comes out about, hey, if you want to see the grown up version, go to Deadpool.com and check out
Yeah,
the
which
Red Band.
I love that. I almost wish that the beginning of either trailer started like the leak footage trailer.
Yeah, just like that.
And then he either comes and tells you that something Deadpoolish,
Yeah,
something in that sense. I think they should have made aware. Like they should really make him aware of like everything that's going on.
well, they're doing a really good job because of that whole non having to move your mouth thing. They're really taking advantage of that because they could have like 100,000 takes of different things, and
You're right.
they can have him say whatever he wants. That's the same advantage that Spider-Man has.
I didn't even think about that.
So it's gonna be dope. Like if you watch this movie with the Spanish audio,
Yeah.
it's still gonna sound good.
So for sure, Marvel is gonna take a note from this and make Spider-Man's mask move as much as this guy's mask moves. You think?
They would have to.
Well, the MCU it would work.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I think so. So I'm gonna X out this Green Band trailer and let's break down this Red Band trailer because this is the one that everyone's talking about. And I think there's a few problems in this Red Band trailer. I think if you would have mixed them up together, you would have had a great trailer.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're not going to talk about the first few minutes because it doesn't really change until the Weapon X scene. I mean, the Weapon X experiments.
Yeah.
So this is when things get different. Is when the violence when he gets out the car after the brown pants line.
Yeah. He does like this awesome flip shoot thing.
Yeah, you get to see it. And he does that spin shoot, and you actually get to see the damage it does and the bloodshed, which is major.
Yeah. Well, I think for sure we're gonna see a lot of really sick shit, like action wise.
Yeah, we got to see in the Red Band trailer. On the Green Band trailer, all you saw was the hole when he got shot in his leg. In the Red Band, you get him see him get shot in the leg.
Isn't it the arm?
I thought it was the leg he got shot in.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like he looks through the hole in his arm.
Oh, it could be.
We'll just say he got shot in his arm leg.
You're right. No, it was in the arm. I'm watching it now. You got it. And we
Only
get
because I thought about the view of how he would have done that.
yeah, it would have made no sense. I'm an idiot.
No, come on.
But I thought that was a fun shot, and the fact that he got shot in general was surprising because he probably wasn't expecting to, because he was fighting a whole bunch of like henchmen at the time.
Well, I really hope that we get a lot of that so they can really emphasize on the fact that he can heal and that that's kind of what makes him like a walking, talking cartoon.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. He gets shot, and then you get to see some more sword fighting, which the other trailer obviously didn't have.
Which looks really good in this movie.
Yeah, really, really good. I can't wait. I think somehow, some way, Colossus shows up in in this scene right here. Right? I don't know what part of the story though. Like, what's his purpose?
Well, I feel like she's the girl. What's her name? Something teen.
It is Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Yeah, she feels like she's gonna be alive. She's gonna be in the movie with him. So at some point, she's gonna leave Colossus.
Maybe I don't. I don't think Colossus is going to be in the whole film.
No, which would at that as cool as he looks would be. I mean, I feel like it would be awesome. I would want it. I really, since we're talking about Colossus and whatever this girl's name is, because I'm not saying all that. Teenage girl.
Let's call her Teenage Warhead.
Warhead. Yeah, Teenage Warhead. What the fuck is Bryan Singer doing? That the Teenage Warhead and Colossus's outfits look better than any X-Men outfit in any movie. Like it's almost a no. The second best I would have to say is First Class. Those are pretty dope. But after that, it's like
trash.
Yeah, trash. Like I'm not convinced with that picture of Mystique and Quicksilver staring at each other. I think in the plane, in the jet. I don't know what the hell they're wearing, so I'm really nervous about that. So,
And
but
it's funny because then you see something like Psylocke and it looks 100%, almost like Deadpool 100%.
No, exactly like Deadpool 100%. So I don't know where they're going with that.
Yeah, I don't know the decision making process for the costumes. I don't know why they're so afraid to make it feel like a superhero costume.
Yeah, and then plus Colossus and her suit are black. I mean, hers has yellow trim, yellow and black, predominantly black, and then his has like a red X with the X belt. And he's let's talk about something real quick. He's CGI.
Yeah.
What? He looks 20 times better than the Colossus in those movies, man. He must be kicking himself in the ass.
He's like, why did I shut down this movie?
He's kicking himself right in the gooch.
And that was funny because there's some of the footage that we saw on the set images was him fighting the actor with a whole, the motion capture suit.
Yeah, and then he was like on stilts.
Yeah.
Or he had like a stilt on his head or something.
Yeah, like a stilt on his head for the point, the eyesight, the eye line.
Yeah, which I think is so good.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. And I think Colossus, while I would like to see him more, but I think if he just serves his purpose for this one scene, I'll be happy. Because I have a feeling he won't be the only X-Men to make an appearance in this film.
Yeah, if they're smart, they'll try to make somebody else as cool as they made him look. But yeah, the reason I was saying it's weird to see him here is because for what you just said. If he just serves his purpose, I'm cool with that, and he's not in the movie. I'm also cool with that. I just think that the fanboy and all of us just want to see as much people on screen as possible. So we're like, yeah, welcome. If he is for the whole movie, that'd be awesome. But I do have a problem because it's like, what is it that he's just gonna walk away and leave the girl with him, or I don't know how that's gonna play out. Where does Colossus just come in and then disappear at? So
unless he gets captured or something, who knows? Maybe it has to do with the story. Maybe that's why Warhead is sticking with Deadpool. Maybe Deadpool promises to help find them. We don't know what the true, like, this trailer gave almost zero hint of what the plot is about.
Which is kind of refreshing.
That's true. That's very true.
Refreshing, especially for a comic book movie, which you kind of always think you know what's going to happen anyway, especially the first one, because it's like, oh, it's origin. I know what's going to happen.
And I must say something that may offend some Deadpool fans, but he really doesn't have any core stories that stand out. Like, if you were to ask me, like, hey, Jose, where should I start? The honest answer would be anywhere. It's not like a Spider-Man or a Batman where there's like must reads before you read the regular books. Honestly, I would say start wherever you like. start on a volume one, I would imagine. But honestly, if you start on volume two, it almost feels like Deadpool's one of those characters where you could jump into a story. And
Somebody, some Deadpool fan somewhere in the world just grabbed their chest, was like,
like, what are you talking about? Volume three was clearly the best story and essential. But yeah, I think the only highlight I have was there was a Deadpool run that I enjoyed where it was a legal issue between him and Rob Liefeld, between Deadpool and Cable,
yeah.
and they introduced Agent X. I don't know if you remember him. He looked like Deadpool, but he had an X across his scarred on his face with glasses and guns.
Yep, I remember.
And that's when they couldn't use Cable anymore. And then a few years later, or a year, like a little bit later, Deadpool got whatever they made an agreement, and then they turned out that he wasn't Agent X and Deadpool was Deadpool. But I remember that story clearly because I was like, who the hell is this jabroni, Agent X?
But hey, man, wouldn't it be cool if this movie ends with like Colossus coming out of like teleporting there or from time?
That'd be cool.
It's like, you got to come with me. Come with me if you want to live, Red Man.
But I was also thinking, yeah, I mean, that's what I like about this trailer. And you're absolutely right. It could be its own story, and we don't know what turns it could take. And I hope they take advantage of that.
Like I said, this with this movie, without a doubt, they have opportunity to do things that will and cannot happen. Oh, it will not and cannot happen in another quote unquote superhero movies. Like, so, yeah, why not take advantage of it and do those things?
Do you think the scene where he's in the crotch chop, that's a Suck It Wolverine reference?
From your mouth to God's ears, my good sir. I hope that is, because if so, that's going to get a good laugh in the theaters. And I would be proud of them that they held it back for the actual movie theater, because let's face it, for a Red Band trailer, that could have easily been in there.
That could have been in there. And that scene wasn't in the Green Band trailer, nor the other scene where there was so much blood and so much dead bodies when he's reloading his gun.
Oh, right. Like he's in the bathroom or something. Like,
yeah.
I think that's like the best visual scene I've seen in the whole trailer.
It looks like a locker room.
Yeah, I like it. I think that was an ill scene. And that's what I was looking forward to seeing, more scenes like that.
And the next scene, the hallway scene with the swords.
Too tubular, dude.
I'm just like you. I'm so tired of this fucking highway of doom.
Yeah, it's like just too repeated. Like it feels like the whole movie's in the highway.
So this is one scene right here that's bothering me, Isaac. You have a good memory. So after this scene, we get a scene where they're fighting in a fire and they have like a fire extinguisher and they're swinging at each other.
Which could easily be the end of the movie with no mask.
I don't think so. It looks like he's wearing like his hospital jammies here. It looks like it happened during the testing that maybe ruined the Weapon X program, and maybe that's why he's so messed up in the head even more.
Good view. Good sight.
So I'm thinking to have a fight there. I don't know who interrupts the experiments, but it looks like they're definitely fighting. It looks like Ajax versus Deadpool because he's already scarred and bald.
Right.
So I don't know what that is. I don't know where that's coming from. Oh, a little quick thing. Like they play with the whole Spider-Man thing. Great power comes great responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that gets overlooked. But this is the thing that bothers me a lot. Is this? I hate to say this. Gratuitous sex scene in this trailer was annoying. It is we're in a strip club.
Yeah, and he's having sex where he gets. Do you see butt?
You see butt. You see stripper butt and female actress butt. But it almost feels like they just put it there once again to remind you as Red Band. But I thought this could have used one of those moments from the Green Band trailer. Right in that scene, they could take out that scene and put one of the Green Band scenes.
So it's like we have to get Ryan Reynolds in a sex scene. I mean, that's the deal. You want it to be rated R, no problem. We need Ryan Reynolds and his cheeks on deck now. Ryan was like, all right, either that or it's back to Van Wilder.
And he did it. He's like, I don't have a problem with that.
He's like, not a problem. I can show my butt. Two guys were smashing my girl, Blake, whatever her name is, and Savages. They were being savages. Quicksilver and Gambit.
Yo, that's crazy. The X-Men were having his way with his wife.
Quicksilver and Gambit was smashing out his wife.
Maybe that's why he did the experiments. But we get more of a vulgarness with the old lady with the glasses, the apartment scene,
Yeah, love it.
which was funnier than the douchebag scene.
Uh, 40 times better.
And then we get some more of the T.J. Miller and Ryan Reynolds standoff comedy hour.
Which I'm like on the fence with this dude, man. Like I like this dude. I don't like this dude.
I don't know. I like him in Silicon Valley, and I think that's the only thing I ever enjoyed him in.
Yeah, I liked him in Big Hero 6
Yeah, you're
with
right.
his voice acting. He has a good voice for that. I don't know. He just feels like a washed version of kind of like Ryan Reynolds.
One day he was probably the it guy, and then he became washed up.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that being that that's the only scene the showing of this dude, I'm just hoping if he is there to be like I guess comic relief, which is weird in a Deadpool movie.
And I hope he dies.
Yeah, like, but I just know I do hope that at least we get like a joke that they don't show in the trailer that we can actually laugh at in the theater.
Something new.
Yeah, something just something funny. Like I didn't find the avocado shit funny.
I don't find it funny. Even the delivery, like even if I said it with a terrible delivery, I think it'll just be as funny as a comedian saying it. I just don't see the humor in it.
First of all, I'm Bordy, which means I'm Puerto Rican,
Uh huh.
and I don't appreciate my avocados
Because
being
we because of aguacates.
because they're avocados. But I don't appreciate these avocados being disrespected this way in this trailer. Just
How dare you compare it to his face?
so disrespectful. Not saying only Puerto Ricans eat it, but we love it.
We love it.
We love avocado. I'll tell you. But yeah, I'm a little on the fence with TJ Miller. Do I hate him? No. Do I love him? No. He's kind of like that cousin you like for an hour.
And then he stays.
He needs
too
to go home. Yeah.
long.
He needs to go home right now.
Like what? Did someone need you at home? That's when you start throwing up the clues, right? And hope they get it.
Right now. You need to go home.
Like, yo, I'm mad tired. I'm tired.
Ah,
Fuck it, he won't leave. You can get the fuck out of my house.
you need to get the fuck out, TJ Miller cousin. With your weird fucking haircut. And your fucking Edgar Allan Poe glasses. What the fuck are you doing, man?
So we get another scene. We get a money shot here. Continuation of that flip outside the car when he shoots them.
Oh, he takes 3 down at one time?
Yeah, and it's all gory, and they all fall one by one. The perfect kill right there. I really like that scene. I really like that they show that he's really beyond wacky and funny. That he's really skilled. Sometimes Deadpool gets overlooked because of his healing factor. I think, especially in the comics, they use a lot of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that.
They depend on it. I really want to see a skilled fighter in this movie.
You're gonna want to punch me through the computer screen. That scene is dope.
Uh-huh.
But and I may fuck it up for a lot of people. You know the only thing I kept thinking about?
What?
Wanted.
Oh, that movie.
With Angelina Jolie with the guns turning, bullets turning corners, going through multiple people. What like? I'm not saying that scene wasn't cool. Everyone, please don't burn me at the stake. But I do. That's the first thing I thought of. Like, oh shit, Angelina would be proud. Like that was pretty awesome. But it is like you said, it is something that I think it gets overlooked, especially in the comics, and it could get really overlooked if in a Spider-Man cartoon because they make him like a complete fucking wacko. So yeah, but I think that it works here because it's like you need to see that. You got to see why this dude is the Merc before he is the Mouth.
Yeah, definitely. And a major difference here is the way it ends. So instead of, I'm so turned on right now, here we get a little raunchier in the Red Band trailer. He says, "I'm touching myself tonight."
I'm touching myself tonight. If you don't know what that is.
And his eye, yeah, what does he mean? And his eyes are CGI, something I called in our other episode way back.
That you did, and I think that was a must. Superhero Beatdown did a Joker versus Deadpool, right?
And Domino.
And Domino. Oh, he also did. They also did another episode with him versus Batman.
Oh yeah, I saw that one too.
And I think those were cool. I don't even have that much problem with them. I mean, the portrayal of him is kind of cool. And I don't know, I'm not too crazy about him in the Joker one, but those when I'm watching those, I was like, man, wouldn't it be cool to see his eyes move? Like that would really take it a notch higher. But I think they did a good job with that, man. I hopefully Marvel takes one out of quote unquote Marvel's stepbrother or evil little ugly brother, and takes that for Spider-Man. I want to see Spider-Man's mask move like that.
Oh my god, if that happens in the movie, I don't know if I can contain the nerdgasm, but I don't know if they'll do it because they're so. I can't believe I say this in comic world. Grounded.
All right, I mean, yeah, but it is light in a sense. It's very light compared to, I guess, what DC's doing. I mean, it's possible that it can happen, and I think as of now, somebody gives him the Spider-Man suit. I
Yeah,
don't. He's not going to be in the movie with the Spider-Man suit that we all love, people. So maybe the suit that they give him is something special. Shield, or I don't know. Maybe Nick Fury
or
gives him
someone
something.
Tony Stark's.
The only reason I don't say it's Tony because it doesn't have no mechanics. Like it would just be like an awesome spandex suit.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why I'm saying maybe it would be like Shield because they, I mean, every 2 years they're like, Captain America, this outfit is so last season, Shield.
He must be, no, it's probably Coulson, and hopefully he does a better job than that first Avenger crappy costume that Cap had to wear.
I feel bad for
It's like Agent Coulson drew it up. It's like I hope he loves it.
yeah, I don't know how that's gonna play a part, but I do think making Deadpool's eyes move was very critical to making him more official because it, I mean, when you put somebody that much in a mask, and I think that's what happened with Christopher Nolan with Bane, and the problems with putting him behind the traditional luchador mask we're used to seeing him with. They thought they were gonna lose the eyes, and
Yeah,
definitely, that you're definitely not gonna get the Deadpool moving that face in a Bane. So with this, they probably figured it like, yo, listen, the comics, you got his eyes all different shapes. Like, if we're gonna go all the way, let's go all the way. And I think that's what they should do with Spider-Man too. Just go all the way. He's younger. It can work since he's younger. It don't have to be as animated as Deadpool, but at least give us some type of like the eyes kind of move around when he talks and they switch up a little bit when he's in shock.
yeah, I would love to see that.
I know you would.
Yeah.
Somebody right now just said, "Fuck no."
What?
What? Why would
But
you want to make him do that?
so ending on this trailer is more jokes and jokes and jokes, and then it ends. I think.
More
I think.
avocado jokes.
I think. Someone at 20th Century Fox loved this scene. They're like, we got to put it twice in the trailer because it's the funniest thing of all time.
We have to make sure we talk about balls.
You have to talk about testicle with teeth. Your breast smells like cock, and you got to go all out because it's rated R.
Hey man, I don't know what balls those two dudes are looking at because my balls don't look like you left hot pockets too long in the microwave. Like what the fuck? These dudes are really graphic about the balls.
Yeah,
Oh,
they were a little extreme. That was like my only downside for the show.
but
Overall, I mean, I was excited to see Deadpool in action for the first time, even though it's still a little weird seeing him move around. Like I don't know what if it's CGI or real. Some parts.
yeah, and then you got to think too, man. This is pretty much one of the closest to a comic like portrayal. Like they almost taking it right out the book.
Yeah,
So that could play. I don't know that they can go that way.
we'll see. But I wanted to ask you two questions before we wrapped up.
I
All
got
right.
two. I got three questions. One more than you.
Oh shit, you one upper. So we got Hugh Jackman sent out a tweet right a few days ago,
Mm-hmm.
like before because he released an image saying one more time. So he's asking the fans on Twitter, what do they want to see in the next Wolverine movie?
And
The most obvious thing is the costume, right? But then Ryan Reynolds introduces the idea of having both of them in the movie.
Hugh Jackman, if you want to cash out one last good time, put Ryan in the movie.
You
Make
gotta
him your wacky
go
sidekick.
and fight the real Deadpool at least once.
Yeah, even if it's just like a Hulk versus Thor and Avengers fight, and then later on they just kicking fucking ass together. And it'll be even awesome to see in a fight when they're fighting people against people that in between the fight against people they're fighting each other.
The bickering.
Like yeah, like Deadpool goes to like swing his sword back, like cock it back, and then like it gets stuck in Wolverine's like shoulder or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then Wolverine, like they can really play around with that as far as not Wolverine being slapstick, but definitely make it be like they like each other, but they don't like each other.
Yeah, I would love to see that. So
Yeah.
that's your answer, Hugh Jackman. I know he sends me all these emails, and this is my first response to him.
Yeah, that I would like to see in a Hugh Jackman in a Wolverine movie, and I know some people may disagree with me, but I would really love to see Sabretooth get one last shot the right way, get somebody that would understand how to make this guy look fucking right, not like a fucking Psycho Sid in the first movie. Like I don't even know who that dude was, and then you got later on, you got Ray Donovan with Lee press on nails, like running through the hall like a fucking like Howie Manziel and walk like a man.
It was Sabretooth is one of those characters that needs to be really corrected.
I would like to see it, man. I don't have a problem with young Creed. Like I think that's the last name, right? Creed.
Yeah, Victor Creed.
Yeah. Okay, I almost slipped. Um, yeah, I want to see that, man. I want to see a proper fucking Sabretooth, man. I mean, if they're gonna do something that's way more into the future, and then that's a dead issue, then cool. But I think Deadpool and Wolverine, thumbs up.
I think yeah, I would love to see it. And my last, I want to talk about more stuff. You gave me more ideas. He's so creative. But we also have the director teasing what to expect from the sequel, and his response is maybe Cable. So that's his buddy in crime right there. Deadpool and Cable, they can have a sitcom together right after The Big Bang Theory. They're just two hilarious characters together.
Right after the big bang there, and then he could like jump in.
Yeah.
Going Deadpool probably kill him. Fucking Zinga, Bazinga. I fucking hate that guy. I want to give him a hard punch right through his Green Lantern shirt. Bazinga. Shut the
Oh
fuck.
dear.
Yeah, I can't stand homie. What was I saying before I wanted to fucking fatal fatality this dude?
Your rage is too heavy on The Big Bang Theory. You were talking about the chemistry between Cable and Deadpool.
Yeah, man, that's like a good buddy cop flick, man. Like they're not cops, but they'll be like a good buddy mutant flick, man. That's what you need to do, bro.
Yeah, I would love to see that. And Domino, I mean, that's one big one that's missing. His girlfriend.
Domino, which she looks so dope on the big screen, man.
Yeah, if they stay true to the form like they're doing now, they're on the right path. And I have a list of some Weapon X characters here, because God knows I can't name them all. So we got a lot of jabronis here, so we're gonna work through them. All right.
Jibrones.
We got Silver Fox, Shiva, Jack in a Box. That's the bad code name, Jack.
Jack in the Box?
Yeah. His current whereabouts and status are unknown. That's good to know.
That's weird because I don't never heard of him ever. Jack in the Box.
He's probably the one in the test tube when we're making this whole plot about Wolverine. He's just a brony that gets killed.
Yeah.
So we also have
Maybe.
Aurora, and that was the girl in the Wolverine movie, right? That was his girlfriend, Wolverine's girlfriend.
Is it the first Wolverine movie?
I thought that was her name, but never. She's a former member of Alpha Flight.
Aurora. Doesn't he scream that? Was that in the cartoons?
No, that's Junico.
Oh, Jordega.
Which is Lady Deathstrike.
Juno Call.
Now we have Chamber. Chamber is actually one of the fan favorites. He's from Generation X.
Yeah, I recall.
Yeah. Copycat, which is that girl. They might get her confused with Mystique because she's blue skinned with white hair.
That may be cool.
Yeah. They got this character called Deadpool. I never heard of that guy. And we have Marrow, which is another Weapon X character, which we all love. I think you in particular like Marrow.
Yeah, I thought that they did a poor. Brett Ratner did a poor Marrow in X-Men 3 versus Wolverine in the
That-
Woods.
That's the only reason why you hate that movie.
Yeah, what?
It was perfect, other than that damn Marrow scene.
Other than that fake Marrow.
We got Maverick.
Maverick, which I swear was the dude in the first Wolverine movie with the awesome shooting, but I could be wrong. That could have been the dude who played Ryu in the first Street Fighter movie.
Oh shit, it fucked up. All right, we also have Reaper. Ooh, scary.
They need to trash half of them and just give out some of these X-Men that Brian Singer's not using. Just let them scatter throughout the Deadpool movie.
I think so. I mean, Sabretooth, like you said, was a great one. How about Sauron? The
Zordon?
no, not Zordon for Power Rangers. Sauron with an S, the pterodactyl.
Oh yeah, that may be cool, man. I don't know. I mean, it may fit in a Deadpool movie. It may get so. It may get. I don't know if that's too crazy, but that'd be dope. I would like to see it.
I want to see that. And everyone's actually the new Wolverine, X-23, which I think is way too early to introduce her.
Yeah, had the Wolverine franchise been something that they hoped it would have been, she would have played out good in there. I think she would have played out better in a part 2.
Yeah.
And then a part 3 bringing Dankin.
Ooh, Dankin. Like, yeah, why isn't Dankin in the films?
Yeah, I think that would part 2. You bring 2, bring the girl with the 2 claws, right?
I would have put them all in one movie. Fuck it. It's your last movie.
Well, I'm just saying it had it been since the beginning if they did it correctly.
Yeah,
Wolverine first movie,
if they would
second
have done
movie,
it correctly, and
her.
Wolverine died in part 3, and then she takes over.
That'd be dope, man. I'll welcome it. I would love to see her. I would love to see her.
Remember that deleted scene from the last movie where he had the case with the suit?
Yeah, man. They need to. What the hell is wrong with them, man?
Well, that should be the final shot of the movie. I think if you're gonna end the Wolverine franchise, at least show him like do that, wear that costume, and like take out his claws and just go to black.
Oh my god, that's gonna be like Mark Wahlberg when he showed his cack and Dirk Diggler and Spooky Night. All the girls are gonna lose their shit and be mad the movie's over. Like all the fanboys are gonna go ape shit, and then it's gonna kill the movie. Oh no, I think it would be epic ending, but I don't know how much I want to see Hugh Jackman in a suit and then have it cut off. That would be so disappointing, bro.
I know, but
They can do it, man. Like, just put him in the fucking suit for the last movie, man. We all know there's like an unwritten rule in Hollywood next to the glory holes. Like you guys gonna take the mask off these dudes. And we know it. So just put him in the movie with the suit and then just take his mask off in the end. And we'll know. Wolverine done plenty of artists drew Wolverine with the suit and no mask because of the fights and stuff like that.
yeah, I mean, he's one of those characters that masked or unmasked, he you know it's Wolverine.
Yeah, his hair is shaped like his helmet.
He got the illest sideburns in the game.
Yeah, it's hard to miss him, yo. But yeah, put the suit on in the final Wolverine. Deadpool in there would totally work.
I like the Dakin idea.
I think that'll be awesome. I would even like to see even Wolverine make a cameo in the Deadpool sequel.
I would love to see that.
You know, I don't know how that'll play out.
There's a title called X-Force, which is pretty fucking amazing. And it has Deadpool in there. And I actually like the Deadpool version in that because he's a little more serious.
Right.
Especially when he deals with the young Apocalypse with the decision to having to kill him or not.
Deadpool.
That Deadpool, and he had the gray suit then, and he looked dope.
That's another thing. We want to see those suits.
Yeah, I would love to see the gray suits, but we'll see. We'll see what they do.
We ain't even get the yellow suit. I have a question though for you.
Yeah.
Cable, right?
Uh-huh.
How do you go about characterizing Cable?
I would do the similar story. My cartoon memory is a little fuzzy, but I will have him go back in time and try to assassinate someone and have him kind of meet Deadpool for the first time. like that through an assassination or something like that. Because he
Yeah.
had to introduce time travel, which we all know the X Men universe loves to do now.
Was he ever in the X-Men cartoons? I don't remember
Cable?
Deadpool. Deadpool
Deadpool had like I think
cameo?
like a cameo. Yeah, let me see. Let me use this. Deadpool. I think he had like a scene. You know, remember towards the end of the Phoenix Saga, they had like all those appearances.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I'm guessing.
Like he had like a little moment where he was just there, like standing. Yeah, they had. I see a picture. It says Fox Kids, and it's the big bulky version of Deadpool. Like he has the big top.
When he was just a cool thing to look at.
Oh, he's with Cable too. Look at that. I guess we have to watch the '92 X Men again.
Maybe that season.
That
I don't know if I'm gonna watch all of them because
sh-
it gets sucky towards the end.
yeah, it doesn't age really well.
Even the art gets corny. Doesn't match up.
Budget cuts. Yeah, I would like to see that.
And my other question, if you had to pick some either X-Men that were not used properly in any X-Men movie or an X-Men that we deserve to see in the movie and that's not really that famous, but people just really would like to see him, even if it's like as short as Colossus maybe in the movie, who would you go with?
Oh, you drew a bomb. You threw a bomb question. Let's see. I have a lot of personal favorites.
Because they
I definitely want to see Alpha Flight for
okay,
sure with Sasquatch and Puck and all them. Um, Juggernaut is like number one on my list. I need to see a real Juggernaut.
what better place in the Deadpool movie?
Yeah, that would have been perfect. Cyclops, you know me, like I know he's the cheat answer, but yeah, I think Cyclops has been destroyed in the whole franchise.
Think
My fun character is I don't know what it is with these oddball characters between Howard the Duck and all these little characters. I like Dupe, the little floating green thing, the little alien who was in you remember Dupe?
Mr. Hanky? What are you talking about? Green
Eh,
thing fluid?
Yeah, you know Dupe. He's a little green. He only says Dupe.
I feel like I remember him, but it's not coming to me.
We're gonna have to do a character spotlight episode. No, but
All
definitely.
my fanboys out there are like provoked. They're taking my card away right now. My fanboy card.
No, no, dude, you piece of shit.
They're all googling who it is. Like, I can't believe you don't know who it is, and they're like googling at the same time. Like, fucking amateur.
Let's see, Domino. I will. Let's see. You said someone that gets a redo though.
Somebody was in the old movies.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get like kind of like how Psylocke's getting a redone because she was in She was in X Last Stand.
Yeah, I'm thinking, man. Thinking of
I
characters. Definitely Cyclops. Definitely Juggernaut.
I would love to see multiple man
Was he in him? Oh yeah, he was
done poorly.
terrible. Yeah. I would like to see that. Um,
I would love to see Deadpool fighting multiple man. Like it would be bugged out.
I know, but if he kills one, it's gonna be all dramatic because he will slice and dice all of them. I really hope that this Days of Future Past explores Angel a lot more
Shit, I hope so.
because Angel is a strange character because he's like, you know, when you're religious and you see a mutant with this power,
Yeah,
it becomes a deeper question of it. Is he next stage in evolution? Is he from the heavens? Is he a god, or is it just a random mutation? So I thought that's interesting side of him that was never explored.
I would go with God, and here's why. Um, he was in the 2000 movies, and now he's in a movie that takes place in the 80s. Apparently, he has to be a god to do that. I don't know how I don't know how they're getting away with that.
They hope me you don't remember that.
Like just hoping this guy.
Oh,
People.
Emma Frost got shitted on in her movies.
Oh my God, man! Word, I forgot about that.
So bad. She was made out of diamonds and she got handcuffed to a
She was in
bed.
two. She was in two X-Men movies.
I don't count the one that she had a little quick cameo where she turned into Diamond.
Helping Cyclops in
Yeah,
them.
I don't count that because they didn't really have dialogue or purpose.
But it's kind of like people counting the first Jubilee sighting in X-Men X1, and now
Oh,
she's in the 80s.
I got one for you.
Okay.
This is one of your favorite X-Men, so I know you have it on your list. Rogue.
Oh man, hell yeah! I really hope she's in the Gambit movie to save it. I'm not crazy about the actress.
No, it can't be. It can't be her, and I'm not buying the extended cut just to see her ass for 17 more minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but I would love to see Rogue. I would love to see Rogue period in the X-Men movie done properly. Like, okay, you can't do Miss Marvel, but have her make up a villain, make up a mutant real quick that has those similar abilities, flying and super strength, and give it to Rogue already for these movies. That would definitely help out. Yeah, I would love to see her in a Deadpool movie. Why not?
Or I thought you meant like an X-Men franchise in general.
Oh yeah, well in period, but I feel like Deadpool movie is a good way to start spinning these people off back into the X-Men movies in demand.
Gotcha, for sure, because it's already in the current time.
Yeah, I'm not saying they have to be like she has to be, a love interest throughout the whole movie, but I definitely do think that seeing Colossus is kind of like one of those things where it's like, all right, this may work. Because right now, I bet you after the movie, I guarantee you, there's gonna be so much Colossus fans out of nowhere, like Colossus fans. They're gonna be like, "Oh my God, he's the best! I told you he should fight Thing. I think he could beat the Hulk."
Actually, more importantly, it is your birthday.
That it is.
Happy birthday!
Thank you, sir.
And did you see the thing that Panda posted in our Facebook discussion group?
Let me see.
It is so amazing.
All right, this is a video. Knowing him.
Yeah, it is a video, and check it out.
All
But
right.
yeah, there's so many characters. While you look, I'll just talk in the background. There's a lot of characters in the X-Men that I wish got redone, and I think they could correct it. And Cable and Deadpool and Domino, a lot of the old X-Force team I would like to see. You saw it?
Yo, Panda. Happy birthday, Isaac. Thanks for all the great art, entertaining pods, and just being a cool dude. Have a good one.
I'm,
Panda,
I'm done with
on the
this.
podcast, you're going to make me cry, dude. I was like, why did you tell me that he sent me this right
It
now?
was just so hilarious that I couldn't. First, I lost track of time. And then second, I saw the notification and it was just too funny.
I'm like any crying looking emoji right now. Thanks, Panda, man. You're awesome. Like, despite you even being, I'm pretty sure our biggest fan, you're an awesome little big old dude. Cause I'm not even too sure what you are. I'm almost sure you're like a old man in a young body. I think you're hoodwinking all of us, but
You might be a super genius.
might. I think he is. I definitely think he is. Thank you, Panda, man. I don't know. I'm super. I don't know. Taking for words, brother. Thank you, man. You're always looking out. You left me without words. That's very hard.
So yeah, I mean Deadpool is a big movie. I know there's gonna be more trailers and more stuff coming out, and I definitely want to hear from other people who saw the trailer. Let us know what you thought about the trailer. I mean, did we bring new light to certain things? Maybe you were had the beer goggles on and you just fell in love with the trailer and didn't question anything. Are we being overcritical? Let us know. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter at fanboysatlarge.com.
You could. Oh, I'm fighting back these tears. You can find me Instagram and Twitter at adon1. Yes, I'm gonna spell it ADONWONE. And you can visit my site. And it's my birthday, so or like the day after, whenever the fuck you hear it. So go like buy a print. You know what I mean? Do that. But no, really go visit my site and check it out. NADonWeTrust.com.
So there you have it, fanboys. Thank you for listening. Take care and stay at large.
Stay at large.